All right, and here is Tanya Ariaggo. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me. Just to let you guys know, I'm hearing impaired and visually impaired. So if there's anything that you don't understand or you want me to repeat, please let me know. You could either say something or type it on the chat, and I'll do my best to slow down or repeat what's being done. I teach yoga and acro yoga. I've been certified for about 4 or 5 years and been teaching for about 3 years. I have a studio here in Houston, down in Edu, called the Pope Studio, and that's where I teach yoga. So let's go ahead and get started. So if you have small towels or a strap or even sock, that would be great. We're going to be using little strap to do a little bit of stretching with our shoulder. So coming into, we're going to sit it with our leg cross. And if you have a little bit of a difficulty time with your leg cross, you could either sit on top of your pillow or fold up towel, and it'll be easier on your hips. Sitting with your leg crossed, we're going to take our hand onto the knees. All right. So here we're going to focus on our breathing. So placing with your leg crossed, we're going to take your hand onto your knee and sit with your spine nice and long. Drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Good. From the ears, open your chest. I'm taking one hand onto my belly and the other hand onto the chest. Filling the belly like a balloon. And then exhale, drawing your belly towards your spine. So again, inhale into the belly, trying to keep your chest and ribs still. And then exhale, letting it all out. Continue with the breathing. Notice your surroundings. Notice that your sight has hindered, but your other senses of awareness has heightened. You're now having to concentrate and use your other senses such as hearing, touch, smell. So use this time to focus on your breathing. Listen to your breath. Continue with the breathing on your own time, making sure you're keeping your spine nice and long. Taking one more big inhale and exhale. Releasing that hand off of your belly, making sure your spine is nice and long, shoulders down away from your ear. We're going to start linking our breath with our movement. Taking the right hand down to your side or down into the mat next to you. You're going to inhale, lifting the left arm above you, above your head, and then exhale, reaching that arm over to your right thigh. So you're feeling a lovely stretch down to your left thigh, keeping your hand down to the floor, your right arm down to the floor. You're keeping the chest open. One more inhale and exhale. Releasing that left hand down to the side, to your side. Then inhale, lifting the right arms above. And exhale, reaching that arm over to your left thigh. So again, keeping the chest open, feeling that stretch down to the right thigh. One more inhale and exhale, releasing the right hand down to your side. Now inhale, lifting the left arm, reaching up to the ceiling. And exhale, taking that left hand to your right knees. You're taking your right hand behind you, down to the floor. So your right hand is down behind you to the floor. And then you're going to switch around your face to the back. You're switching to the right side, keeping your chest open and your spine long. As you switch, you're turning your face into the back and slowly releasing. And inhale, lifting the right, so you're back to the center. Now inhale, lifting your right arm up to the ceiling. And exhale, placing that right arm onto your left knee. Take the left hand behind you. So your left hand is behind you to the mat. Then twisting your face, twisting your spine and your face behind you. So you're switching to the left side, and keeping your spine nice and long, chest open. As you twist your body and slowly releasing back to the center. Inhale and exhale. Slowly release back to the center. Now we're interlacing your fingers together and push the palm out in front of you. And then on the inhale, reach your arm up above your head and slowly release. Good. We're going to come into a tricep stretch. So this is where you might want to use your socks, your towel, your strap, if you have a strap, or even a belt. So we're back here to the center. We'll start by lifting the right arms up towards the ceiling for reaching the left hand up to the ceiling. Now we're going to bend our left elbows, taking the left hand just the top of your head. So now your elbows is sticking up towards the ceiling. Good. Using the right hand to gently push onto your left elbow. Then walking your left fingers down into your spine, keeping your chest open here and spine long. Try not to hunch forward. Now take your right hand down to your right side. Then reach it to up behind your back and see if you can reach your fingers, your left fingers, with your right fingers. Or if you can't quite reach there, then this is where you could use a strap to holding or sock or towel. So holding your strap or sock or towel in each hand and open the chest on each inhale, lengthen the spine as well. Slowly release. Good. Slowly release. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So reaching the right hand up to the ceiling, reaching way up and bending that right elbow. So you're taking your right hand to the top of your back. So now your right elbow is pointing up to the ceiling. You're using your left hand to gently push onto your right elbow, walking your right fingers down to the spine. So you're keeping your chest open and spine long, and taking the left hand down to the side. On exhale, inhale, reaching it up behind your back. And see if you can either hold your fingers here, hold your fingers together. You could use your towel or your sock or your belt. Here we're holding the strap to each hand and keeping the chest open on each inhale and exhale, keeping the spine nice and long. One more inhale and slowly exhale, releasing. Now walking your hand, you're keeping your elbows up to the ceiling and you're walking your your hand out to front of you. We're back to the center, by the way. So let me go ahead and start this again. Inhale, back to the center, and exhale. Good. One more inhale, and exhale. Okay, now walk your hand out in front of you. Walk your hand out in front of you, down to the ground, walking your fingers forward, and then inhale, open your chest. Lengthen the spine, exhale, taking the chest forward. And if you can, you could put your elbows down to the mat. If not, you could stay in that position, stretching your back and your shoulder. Placing your hands in front of you. And slowly walk the hand back up, back to the center. Then taking the hand onto the floor behind you with your finger facing forward. On inhale, lifting the chest, turning your face up to the ceiling. And slowly release. Okay, good. We're going to come into a tabletop. So we're here in our seated cross position with our leg crossed. And now we're going into a tabletop. So on the hand, so that onto the hand and onto the knees. All fours, so slowly getting into yourself into the all fours. So your hands and knees are on the mat. Slowly getting yourself into an all fours, good. You want your shoulders to be above your wrist and your hips to be above your knees. Good. We're going to loosen up the spine. Now with a cat pose, we're going to do the cat and cow pose. So on an inhale, you're dropping your belly, tilting your pivot open and chest, and turning your face up towards the ceiling. So you're here, your back is arched. And this is a cow pose. Then exhale, you're rounding your spine, tucking the chin into the chest, and drawing the belly in towards the spine. Again, here you're rounding your back, your face is tucked in towards the belly. Then exhale, expanding the chest, tilting the pivot, turning the face up. One more, inhale. Exhale, rounding your spine, taking your chin towards the belly. Into a cat pose. And exhale, and inhale, dropping your belly towards the floor and bringing your face towards the ceiling and arching your back. One more, exhale, back to the center. Expanding the chest. Good. Coming back to the neutral tabletop. From your neutral tabletop, we're going to come into a puppy pose. So here, we're keeping your hip above your knees where they are right now, but now we're walking your hand forward as far as you can, reaching and taking your hand down towards the mat. Maybe even your chin down into the mat if you're comfortable. So here you're dropping your chest down towards the mat, a lovely shoulder stretch here, and slowly walking the hand back up to a tabletop position. So we're going to do this one more time, bringing the hand out in front of you and dropping the shoulders down to the ground. Chin could be placed to the ground. We're doing a lovely shoulder stretch here. Your hip is above your knee. And inhale back to the middle. So now we're back into a tabletop position, and we're going to come into a sunbird pose. We're straightening our right foot out, right leg out. And if you want to challenge, you're keeping your hip and your ankle straight behind you. And if you could stay here, or if you want to challenge yourself, you could try to bring the opposite hand, which is your left hand, out above you. So your shoulder and your wrist is straight. You want to engage your core here, and your spine is long. You can either stay here or go back into the central position. Now we're going to switch to the opposite side. You're lifting the opposite leg, lifting your left leg out, keeping our hip, our knees, and ankle straight, even with your spine. And if you want to challenge yourself, then you could bring your opposite hand, which is your right hand, out in front of you. And back to the center. And come to a seated position. We're going to use this time to focus on our breathing and to detox our mind. So you could either be in a Savasana pose or a seated pose. Seated could be with your leg crossed on a towel or on a pillow. Or you could be in a Savasana pose where you're just laying down flat on the ground with your head facing the ceiling. And this is a laying pose. You're just laying down with your palm up to the ceiling. We're going to use this time to think about our happy place, to think about your happy place. What is your happy place? It could be on top of a mountain, at a lake, or even at the beach. Place yourself in a happy position, in a happy place. Listen to the ocean. If you're at the beach, listen to the ocean, listen to the bird. Get your mind off from all the social media, all the news, and focus on the now. Focus on where you are right now. Focus on your breathing. And use this to loosen up your whole body. Maybe your shoulders, you could feel that your shoulders are going up and it's very tense. So loosen that up. Drop your forehead down to the mat. Drop your tongue towards the back of your throat. Relax your chin. Relax your shoulder. Relax your hip. Relax your leg. Relax your fingers towards the mat. Relax your toenails, your toes, your feet. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Thank you so much for having me. If you have any questions, please let me know. Yoga helped me release, especially at this time with the whole coronavirus going on and all the news. I do yoga, and if you focus on your breathing and listen to your breathing and really concentrate on your breath, you're going to notice that you're more loosened up and you're going to focus more on yourself. Right now, we're so hooked on with everything that's been going on, and we're not doing what is in the present, or even being with around the people that we love or that are there for us. So I do yoga to detox myself. I do yoga so I could like release all that stress, and it just helped in so many ways. It also helped with like if you have shoulder injury or if you have hip injury, the things I did, we open our hips, we open our chest, and we focus on our shoulders. So if you have a shoulder injury, this is perfect. So that way it's more of a not a very high intensity, but you're doing more of a stretch and loosening up that muscle that is really tense. So thank you so much for having me. I hope you guys enjoy this. And it is now 11:40. So I think it's time for the next speaker. But please let me know if you guys have any question. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you very much, Tanya. There's a couple of messages that came through. I had 3 messages saying thank you very much. And we have one person with their hand raised. You got it, Terrence? All right.
Okay, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Go for it.
Okay, my name's Lynn Mokel. I just had a quick question first. Thanks, Ron, for letting me know about this. But does she have any like audio tapes, audio like recordings that, you can get so I can do this more often?
Is that for Tanya or?
Yes, for her yoga, like, beginning yoga, intermediate. Does she have any, like, you can purchase of her, like, yoga lessons?
Okay. And she just answered in a chat.
I think they're asking me a question. I'm not sure.
Tanya?
Yes.
And she's asking if you have any videos available that
or even audio is fine, just, because I'm blind, I can't see videos anyway.
Videos available or audio available?
Okay. I just typed here that I teach every Monday at 6:30 on Zoom. So this is a free class that I do. And I also have a website on Facebook and Instagram. I could put that on here. The Facebook page is called Inspired Aqua Yoga. And that's where I post all my classes. But right now, I'm only teaching on Monday on Zoom because of COVID. But normally I teach on Wednesday at the studio, and Mondays. But Monday on Zoom seems to be the best fit for right now. I don't have an audio available just yet, but that's something I.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I will say this, the email that was sent out, I had the incorrect information on your Facebook page, Tanya, but I will be following up today's workshop with the corrected information as well as your email, since you said go ahead and share that as well.
Okay, great. Sounds good.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you, Tanya.
All right. Good question. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. And if there are, yes, she's here in Houston,
Yes.
Naomi. So I will pass the baton here, Miss Brittany. Okay, thank you, Tanya. It is Central Time, correct? So, Miss Brittany Culp, are you ready? And we need to unmute her.
Hi, can you hear me?
Got you. Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Okay.
So how's your weather there, Brittany?
It's raining, but luckily last night the storm decided to take a turn, so it's not gonna hit directly our city like it was originally anticipated. I mean, the beaches are flooded all the way up to the dunes still, but it's still not as bad as what they thought it was gonna be. So
Awesome. Well, thank you. And again, we really appreciate you joining us today, and in light of what could have been a bad situation weather-wise, but thank you for your commitment here.
no problem. Thank you for having me.
And
all right.
The floor is yours, ma'am.
Okay. So my name is Brittany Culp. Most people just call me Britt. I live in Corpus Christi, Texas, and I'm a personal trainer. I also compete in bodybuilding, powerlifting, and I'm an internationally published fitness model. I've been published in Oxygen magazine, which is the #1 women's workout magazine in the US. I've also been published in Strong Fitness magazine, which is another really popular fitness magazine in the US and Canada. So I also teach a lot of nutritional seminars locally. I've been asked to speak at women's groups, beginner fitness classes, and things like that, because nutrition is so important. Exercise is important. Mental health is important, but so is your nutrition. They all kind of go hand in hand. So I firmly believe that your physical wellness and your mental wellness contribute to the overall well-being. And a lot of that has to do with what we're putting in our bodies, because we always say, especially in bodybuilding, you can't outwork your fork. So I'm going to go over a lot of very useful information about nutrition. I'm a very no-nonsense kind of person. I'm not going to bore you with all the scientific data and all that. I'm just going to give you the meat and potatoes of the information that is going to give you the knowledge to hopefully make a change or answer some very commonly asked questions, or even debunk some false information that's out there. Because with the internet, I mean, it's so hard to know what's factual and what's quote unquote trendy, like with fad diets and things like that. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. So Nutrition 101, that's what I like to call my beginner presentation. So what is good nutrition? That's a very broad question right there, because everybody has a different idea of what good nutrition is. I have clients that come in for nutritional consults and they'll tell me, I think that I eat good, but And then it always follows a but. Like, I think I eat good, but, you know, sometimes what we think is good is not good, or maybe it's good, but it's not enough of the good stuff that we need. And notice how I say nutrition. I don't like the word diet. I think that the word diet is an ugly word. It implies that you're either going to have something taken away from you, or you're going to be miserable, or you're going to be eating lettuce all day. And I believe in sustainable, maintainable, and healthy, balanced nutrition. So I always tell my clients, I help you with meal plans. I don't do diets. So what is good nutrition? Good nutrition properly controls energy balance, and provides nutrients. Without good nutrition, functions that are essential for survival begin to shut down. Some of these functions include your metabolism, your reproductive system, so your hormones, and even brain function. So if we're not eating the right things, we are not achieving our fullest potential mentally or physically, like I said earlier. I know, like, if any of you have ever tried dieting in the past or cutting your calories, you may feel miserable. And it's usually because you're not getting the food that your brain needs in order to operate. You know, I'm sure you hear the term hangry, like you're angry and you're hungry. And that's just a miserable way to be. And it's usually because people are crash dieting, or they're not eating enough of the right things, or even getting enough of the right vitamins that they need, which can be solved by eating more nutritious foods, or maybe even supplementing with some vitamins that you can get like at CVS, Walgreens, HEB, Costco, which I'll throw in at the end of my presentation, by the way. So good nutrition also achieves optimal health, great body composition. So a lot of people, let's be honest, when we're working out and we're, you know, eating good and eating clean and all that, it's because we want to look good. We not only want to feel good, but we want to look good. We want our clothes to fit better, you know, get that summer body. And of course, have good performance goals. So if you're a person, say, who likes to participate in certain sports like baseball, goalball, running, lifting weights, or even yoga, you want to have the energy to get through those workouts and perform at your best. So a lot of that, like I said, has to do with your nutrition. And I have to say that when it comes to working out and eating right, usually the nutrition accounts for about 70% of the whole thing. So again, you can work out every day of your life, and if you're not eating the right things, you're not going to see results, or you may see results in the beginning, but then you're eventually going to reach a plateau. So that's another very common question that I ask my clients in their nutrition consultations is, well, what have you been doing? And then they'll tell me, and then I say, okay, well, how's that been working for you? And usually it's not, because if it was working, they wouldn't be seeking help from somebody else. So sometimes to get the things we want, we have to make a change and do the things that make us a little uncomfortable and develop new habits. And I'm going to get into the mindset behind forming good, healthy habits in a little bit as well. That's something I also forgot to mention. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology and sociology, as well as a master's degree in counseling psychology. I passed the national licensure exam. I just didn't get started on my hours because my career path took me towards personal training. And I do incorporate a lot of psychology with my personal training clients. Not that I counsel them or anything, but when it comes to working out and eating right, a lot of it does have to do with your mindset, and developing the confidence as well. Because for some people, it's intimidating to step foot in a gym, especially when you don't know what you're doing. I could go on and on about a whole different presentation on working out and the mindset behind working out, but I'll leave that to the next person. So anyway, so good nutrition also eliminates limiting factors. So on top of that, good nutrition is outcome-based. So what do I mean by outcome-based? Whenever someone tells us that they eat really quote unquote healthy, which is just a concept in their head, the best follow-up is, like I said, how's that working for you? So some people may tell me I'm eating all the right things. So I'm eating chicken, vegetables, fruits, all these things, but for some reason, like, I'm just not seeing results, and it could usually be because of the portion sizes. So everybody's body is different. If you look at us, or you even examine the people in your family, some of us are tall, some of us are short, some of us are top heavy, some of us are body heavy, some of us have a hard time gaining weight. And when it comes to changing what it is that we want to change about our health or our body, it's not a one size fits all kind of thing. So what I tell people is that nutrition is not a cookie cutter plan, meaning I don't write up a plan and then give it to you, and expect it to all work the same, because it's not. Our bodies are so different and complex that we require different things. Some people need more food. Some people need less food. Some people need more carbs than others. Some people need more healthy fats than others. So going back to what I was talking about earlier with fad diets, I know keto is popular right now. Intermittent fasting is popular right now. Paleo, all these things. And the thing with a lot of those is that they're not going to yield what I call sustainable results. So they may make somebody lose weight really quickly. Like keto, it was very popular. It's still very popular, but a few years ago it really hit and was the trendy thing. Yes, people were losing a lot of weight very quickly, but they were gaining it back. As soon as they would, eat a carb or stop eating the keto meals that they were eating, they would gain it back very quickly. And if not more weight than what they originally lost. And the reason behind that is because it wasn't sustainable. So good nutrition is something that you're going to be able to instill in your daily habits for the rest of your life and keep the weight off, or keep your performance at its peak and where it needs to be. So earlier you told me, I was telling you about limiting factors. Good nutrition eliminates limiting factors. So what are limiting factors? Genetics. So I always hear people like, I just don't have the genetics to look like that. That may or may not be true, but I think that hard work can outwork genetics any day if you want it badly enough. So like I was saying, we're all built differently. A lot of that has to do with your parents or your great grandparents, your ancestors, etc. But that doesn't mean that just because diabetes runs in your family that you are set up to fail. It just means you need to be more cautious about what you're doing and take preventative measures. Or if you're a person who, like I was saying earlier, may be very bottom heavy, and you don't want to be very bottom heavy. You want to kind of lose weight in your lower half of your body, or even in your midsection. That's where a lot of us collect it. You can totally do that. You have to have a plan, and you have to have the dedication to execute that plan. So going into some mindset stuff, I always hear like, I'm not motivated. Motivation is fleeting. It's just a feeling. It's not a characteristic. It's not a positive trait. Motivation is just a feeling. It comes and it goes. And when it comes to following a plan or executing a goal, what's going to get you to the goal is doing it even when you're not motivated. And that's when you need to switch your mind to relying on consistency and dedication. Another thing I hear, which is another limiting factor, is time. We're all busy. We all work. Some of us work, go to school, have kids, have spouses, do volunteer work, do other things. Time is a crazy concept. However, there's always time. We make time for the things that are important to us. And as a society in America, we don't prioritize our health as much as we should. And that's a fact. Obesity is very rampant in America. And it's because we have a lot of what I call privileges. We do. We have all kinds of fast food. We're a melting pot society. So we have all kinds of cultural foods, yummy delicacies that we get to try. We have all these fast food restaurants that are really convenient for when we're in a hurry and we don't want to cook. We value food as a means of socializing. So sometimes we eat even when we're not hungry. We just eat because everyone else is eating, and it's what you do at a potluck, a barbecue. We use food to celebrate. Food is not a bad thing. And that's something that I like to teach my clients too. Food is not the enemy. The enemy usually is us. the way that we're viewing food, the way that we're viewing ourselves, how we use food, because some people use food as comfort. But yeah, there is always time. Time is something that we have to make. It's not just going to make itself. So if you wanted to go work out, I tell people, you go work out for 45 minutes an hour. That's only 3% of your day. That's nothing. You meal prep for one day out of the week or 2 days out of the week, whatever, takes you about an hour, hour and a half. That's still only 5% of your day. So that's another thing too. Prepping your food is going to be something that is going to help. Because if you think about it, you spend money on groceries, you take the time to cook the food, you organize the food, you put it away. You're more likely to eat that because you invested not only money, but you invested time into making that food. You're not going to want to go spend money on restaurant food and waste that food that's sitting there in the fridge. I mean, I'll never say never. I do have some clients that in the beginning, they'll still do that, but you're less likely to want to do that. So fail to prepare than prepare to fail, I always say. So some other limiting factors are some physiological imbalances. So maybe you have a thyroid issue. Maybe, like I said, maybe you have some health complications that your doctor is telling you that you need to keep in mind if you are going to start a new fitness regimen and all these things. As long as you're being communicative with your doctor or your personal trainer, if you hire a personal trainer or a nutritionist, that communication is going to be key into breaking down those limiting factors. And like I said, too, your mindset. I can't stress it enough how important it is to determine what your relationship is with food. So in some of my workshops, I'll even start off with like an icebreaker question and I'll write it on the board and I'll tell people, all right, finish this sentence. Food is, and I get some really like common responses and I get some really funny responses. Some people say food is good. Well, obviously it's good. Some say food is complex. It is. So many different types of foods. Food is the enemy. That's one that I hear a lot. And that's really sad because we use food to survive. And then to think of it as an enemy, that's already not off on a good foot. Now, is it? Food is evil. Food is comfort. Food can be comforting. Chocolate, desserts, soul food. It's called soul food for a reason. It's good for the soul. It soothes the soul. But when it becomes a crutch rather than from time to time comfort is when it becomes a problem. So examining what your relationship with food is, and if you're using it as comfort all the time as a crutch, trying to supplement that with some other form of comfort, whether it be yoga, running, drawing, something that is more productive and more healthy, obviously. So good nutrition takes all of these factors into consideration, but does not let them prevent each person from reaching their goals. So obviously, when you're trying to make a change, it's one step at a time, right? So whenever people embark on a new fitness regimen or eating better, it's very common for them to get intimidated and not stick with it because they're looking at the big picture, the long-term goal, and you kind of psych yourself out. You're like, oh, I don't know if I can be on that for X amount of months. I don't know if I can do this every day, X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. One day at a time. That's what we have to do with anything in life is one day at a time. If you're thinking about the long term rather than the short term, it's not going to be sustainable. So let's move on to the next thing. So another thing that we have to take into account is stress. So why am I talking about stress when I'm talking about food? Because again, stress makes us seek out food as comfort. Stress can also have the opposite effect on some of us, meaning we don't eat. I see that one a lot too. or if you get depressed or anxious or whatever, we just lose our appetite and we don't eat. And then that's not good, because then, like I said, our brains can't function, our hormones get out of balance, and it's just bad overall. When you don't have good nutrition, your immune system is compromised, and that's when you find yourself getting sick more often. And you know, nutrition done with care, attention, and some education. I think that's the biggest thing, is education. Learning what you're putting in your body, what its purpose is, why it's there. And I'm going to get into that right now, actually, because I think that that's a really good thing that I can impart on y'all today. So let me pull this. I'm reading my notes here. All right. So I always get asked, Brittany, what should I be eating? That's a great question. So I like to give people balanced meal plans, meaning healthy proteins, lean proteins, right? So your chicken, turkey, even steak is fine in moderation. I know red meat gets a real bad rep. It can be bad because it's so heavy and dense, but you're obviously not going to be eating it every day or with every meal. But it is a good source of lean protein. Bison, egg whites, yogurt, all kinds of lean proteins like that. Fish, salmon, tilapia, cod, they're all good. And then a healthy balance. So a healthy balance of lean proteins, healthy balance of good carbs. Carbs also get a bad rep. Carbs are not bad. You have to be eating the right kinds of carbs. So I'm not even going to say good carbs versus bad carbs, because again, that's villainizing food. I don't like to villainize food. I just want people to make better choices, because at the end of the day, that's what it all comes down to, is better choices. So what are some healthy carbs? Sweet potatoes, red potatoes, oatmeal, brown or white rice, even jasmine rice, quinoa. Let's see, vegetables. Vegetables are a very healthy carb as well, and they have a lower carb content versus, you know, your heavier ones like your potatoes and your rice and all that. Even certain breads can be good carbs, again, in moderation. Obviously your bad carbs are going to be like your junk food, like, you know, your Cheez-Its and pizza, all of that stuff. But again, I'm not even going to necessarily say it's bad. It's just something that you want to cut out and have maybe as a reward once a week or here and there, because that's balance, right? Like things should be enjoyed. So if you want to have that glass of wine at the end of the week after, you know, a long week of work, then have it. But as long as you're dotting all your I's and crossing all your T's in your other meals throughout the week, then that's fine, because that's what balance is and that's what's sustainable. So then, of course, that goes into healthy fats. So avocados, natural nut butters, your cooking oils. Certain cooking oils are really good, like olive oil, macadamia oil, coconut oil. Egg yolks are a good source of healthy fat as well. Nuts are fantastic. So yeah, so really, as you can see, eating healthy doesn't have to be boring. You just have to know what are the better choices. And actually, some of this I have compiled in a list. So if you want to message me on Instagram or Facebook, I believe it was all sent out in the email. I would be more than happy to email y'all this list, just so you can have a point of reference. Because I'm not picky or stingy with my information. Obviously, I get paid to write these custom plans for people and their body type and what their goal is. But I definitely do not mind imparting some basic knowledge like that that's going to get you on the right track. So I'm going to go back into what each of those things do. So we talked about protein, carbs, and fats, right? I'm going to go over what is the purpose of having those three essential things in your nutrition. So protein is good for sustaining, you know, your lean muscle mass. We all have muscles. Obviously, we all don't want to be bodybuilders. A majority of my clients are not bodybuilders. The majority of my clients are everyday normal people ranging from the ages of 18 to 65. And they all you know, have different body types, different goals of what they're trying to achieve when they come to me for nutrition and for workouts. And it's just being the best version of themselves. But the thing that we all have in common is that we all have muscles. Some people have bigger muscles than others. Some people have more body fat that is covering the muscle mass that is underneath, so they don't even know it's there until they start to trim down a little bit. But we all have muscle. And people who eat more lean proteins tend to have better, not only health, Google stop, better energy, and it's good for your bone structure and your blood and all that. Okay, so then we're going to go into the healthy fats. Good for your hormone level, good for stress level. That's why you'll see sometimes if you're dieting too hard, you may lose your hair, your skin may break out, all these things that you don't want. And then carbs. Carbs are for energy. Carbs are literally brain food. So if you ever find yourself like not being able to think straight when you're quote unquote dieting, it's usually because you're not eating enough calories and you're not eating enough carbs. So lastly, I'm going to go into water. We need to drink lots of water, especially in Texas. It's very hot. A lot of people think if I cut out water, if I cut out salt from my diet, it's going to make me less bloated. It can actually have the opposite effect. So I always say keep your sodium at a moderate level. Obviously don't have a salt lick in the middle of the table with your dinner, but you know, don't be afraid to season your food and make it flavorful, because that's going to make you actually want to eat it. And of course, drink your water at least 3/4 of a gallon. I say I try to get my clients to shoot for a gallon, and they are instantly surprised at how much more energy they have. It also helps prevent muscle cramping and all that too. So that's really all the time that I have, but I hope that I was able to share at least some basic knowledge with you guys that you can start implementing in your everyday life. So just remember, I mean, it's all mindset, and it takes up to 5 weeks to develop a habit. So if you're like trying to make a change with your eating habits, give it some time. Don't expect it to kick in the first week or even 2 weeks. You got to just stay consistent with it, and you're going to be motivated some days and some days you're not.
Thank you, Britt. If there are any questions, we've got a tight window, but we're also waiting on Dawn to show up. She just had a class herself that she just gave. So that was very informative, and I love your enthusiasm. Britt, thank you very much.
No problem.
Anything, I have a question on chat. Do you have anything, there's been a trend in special waters. Do you have any recommendations on that?
Special waters. So I'm a very back to basics kind of person, and this really shocks a lot of people. Ron, I'm actually sponsored by a supplement company. So, but believe it or not, I don't really rely on all of these artificial products as much as my company probably wants me to admit. Yeah, you know, and I say, if you don't want me as an athlete anymore, you don't got to have me, but I'm not going to lie to people. I mean, a lot of those waters are good because it's easier for people to drink those waters because of the flavor than it is to drink plain water. So I don't really necessarily think that they have any extra benefits. What I like to tell people is just drink your regular water. If you want to add lemon or lime or something to it, so be it. Even unsweet tea is good, like the herbal teas. But vitamins is something that we should be taking more. So a multivitamin daily with your breakfast is good. Fish oil, vitamin C, especially right now with all this sickness going around, you need to support your immune system. And vitamin D3 is good. If you're a person who struggles with low energy, your B12 vitamin is a really good one as well. And again, I have a list of all these vitamins that I take and I have my clients take. Even my boyfriend, I have my boyfriend on vitamins. And I would be glad to share that information with you if you want to message me.
And there was one more follow-up on the waters, as far as those that claim to balance your pH.
Yeah, there are pH waters, and I've had those before. again, if that's something that you want to drink, I don't really have a recommendation. Me personally, I rely more on jotting all your I's and crossing all your T's with your nutrition is what naturally balances out the pH in your skin, to be honest with you. So eating your healthy fats, like I said, your avocados, your nuts, your oils, even eating more fish in your diet, like salmon has some really good omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids that can help balance out the pH in your skin. So yeah, as you can see, I'm not trendy. Like I just take it back to basics, because that's really what it is. We have to go back to basics before we start seeking out these extraneous products.
Okay, and
you have a hand raised,
there you go.
Maricela. Right before we go to Dawn. Here you go. Maricela, you can go ahead.
You're unmuted, Maricela.
Can you hear?
Yes, we hear you.
So, my question is, what things would give us energy and what things would take away our energy?
Okay, that's a really good question. So right off the bat, staying hydrated, that's good for energy. Make sure you're drinking lots of water. Another thing that's good for energy is, again, eating a balanced meal. And I know I wish I could have fit more information into my window, but basically just eat nutritious foods. So lean proteins, healthy fats, and some good carbs. What can affect your energy? Eating out a lot. So a lot of fast food has a lot of trans fat, a lot of MSG, things that will bring down your energy. And sleep. Sleep is something that is really important too, that can naturally help with your energy. Getting at least, everybody's different. Some people do better with 5 to 7 hours. Some people need 6 to 8. But making sure you sleep, because actually when you sleep is when not only your brain rests, but your body actually burns calories when it sleeps. So earlier you heard me talk about cortisol and stress. Whenever our body doesn't get enough rest and enough sleep, it can actually make us hold on to weight or gain weight. It can make us lower our immune system. So those are things that you could just naturally do right off the top of my head that I can answer in this limited time window. So water, sleep, and just making better choices. Eat the rainbow, eat your fruits, your vegetables, all that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Right. Good question. And thank you again, Britt. I really appreciate that.
Of course.
All right. And we will bring on the closing portion of our program today. Dawn has joined us. So please welcome Dawn Wells. And Dawn, are you there?
Yes, I am. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you all doing today?
Good deal. And I'm going to turn it up. Dawn, this is Ron Graham.
Hi, Ron.
Just saying thank you, and we appreciate you, Tanya and Britt, for devoting your time and giving us a piece of your specialized interests here. So thank you, and also thank you for donating today's door prize, and which we'll address at the end here. So I'm going to turn it over to you, and let's work out.
All right, guys. So I do have a little bit of a request, because I'm going to be playing music, and with Zoom specifically, you really, it doesn't do the music well if everybody is not muted. So if I could ask kindly that everyone be muted, just except for me, just so that everyone will be able to hear me and the music clearly. Today we are going to do a kickboxing class. So it will be a modified kickboxing class. So if for those of you that want to participate, you will need to stand, and you will also need to make sure that nothing is around you. If you have a chair nearby, just make sure that it's off to your side. You don't want anything in front of you or on the sides of you either, okay? Because we will be kicking with this. So All right, so again, as Ron said, my name is Dawn Wells. I'm the founder and executive director for Angel Eyes Fitness and Nutrition. We are a nonprofit organization that specializes in group fitness for the blind and visually impaired. I have been instructing the blind and visually impaired for about 6 years now. So this is one of my very favorite things to do. And I teach about 9 different programs right now, anywhere from belly dance all the way up to boot camps. And now we're doing kickboxing as well. All right, so are we all ready? Ron, you're not standing. No, I'm just joking. Yes, that means you too. I am sighted. And you can unmute yourself for this. He's trying to state his case, guys. Uh-oh, you're still muted. Hold on. All right, so, okay, let me go over a few little basic instructions, if that's okay. Okay, so you're gonna wanna stand up with your feet about shoulder width apart. You wanna make sure you have on comfortable shoes. You know, sneakers, of course, are fine. You could even do this barefoot if you want, but you wanna make sure that you are stable. So, in boxing, I did used to box. We are going to be throwing punches, right? And for the boxing portion of this. So, let me just go over a few punches with you. When you are going to punch to the front, I want everybody to take their fists, okay? Make a fist and put your thumb on top of your fist, okay? Now put both your fists to your ears as if they were telephones, 2 old school telephones, okay? They're by your ears. All right, now everything on your left is going to be an odd number. Everything on your right is going to be an even number. But because this is a short class, I'm going to just be saying throw right and left. But I do want you to know punches. So the first punch you're going to learn is a jab. A jab is going to be an extension of your left arm first, straight out in front of you, like you're hitting somebody in their nose, and then bring it right back to your body. So you extend it out, throw that punch, and bring it right back to your body. Let's do the right side. This is your 2. Extend that right arm out in front, bam, punch that nose and bring it right back in. Now, one little thing I do want to mention, when you throw the punches, you also twist your body a little bit with that punch. So if you're throwing your left arm, you're going to twist a little bit to your right when you throw that punch. Bring it back. Now, we're going to throw the right arm and turn a little bit to the left, just your upper body, and then come back. And we do that because you want to make sure when you throw that punch, your body is at its smallest width, so you don't get hit back. Now I'm going to teach you, that's the jab, so it's a front punch. So let's do that. Ready? And jab, jab, right, left, 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 jab. Good. Very nice. Okay, the next punch I'm going to teach you is a cross punch. A cross punches, we're going to start with our left arm and we're going to take and extend it across your body to your right. Your left arm across your body to your right. Extend it all the way out like you're trying to punch somebody that's on the other side of you. And now come back center, that's to your front. Now take the other side, extend it across your body. Good, and you're twisting with it, don't forget to twist, and then come back center. That is a cross punch. All right, so let's do the jab again. Ready, and starting with your left arm. Ready, and jab, 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 jab. Now cross, left arm cross, 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 cross. Left, right, left, right. Now let's do all 4 of them together. It's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Good deal. All right, let's go to some kicking. Whoop, whoop. Your feet are going to be shoulder width apart. All right, and we're going to start with our right leg and we're going to kick. So now take one foot out in front of you to the ball of your foot. You have to bend the other leg, that left leg. So take your right foot out in front. And then you're going to immediately lift up that knee and kick in front and put it back down. It's in front of you, right? You're at the ball of your foot. Lift up the knee, kick, and put it down. Doesn't have to be high. Now bring it back center. Let's do the other side. Take that foot out in front of you. Left foot out in front. Lift the knee, kick, and bring it down. Again, lift it up, kick, and down. And then bring it back center. All right? Now, when it goes a little bit faster, you're just going to literally lift one and kick front and right. Right kick, left kick, right kick, left kick, right kick, and left kick. Good. Now let's do a side kick. All right? Bend your knees. Your feet are shoulder width apart. Bend your knees and lean over to your right side a little bit. So now your left foot is going to be a little bit up off the floor. And then kick to the side and bring that foot down. Now you're kicking with the bottom of your foot. So kick to the side, like you're trying to get something off it, shake that leg out, and down. Other side. Kick side, bam, and down. Right side again, kick, ha, and down. Last two kicks. You're standing up again. Knees are slightly bent. And you're going to take your right foot and kick behind you with the bottom of your foot. Kick back, back center, other side, kick back, and center, other side, kick back, and center, other side, kick back, and center. So we're going to keep it real basic, okay? So we're going to do our punches first, then we're going to do our kicks, and then we're going to put it all together. You think you can handle that? All right, everybody, let's get some music. All right. What happened? Oh, guess it would help if I turned it up a little. All right, we're going to start with marching in place. All right, marching in place. Come on, march, march, march. Come on. Get that heart rate up, guys. Woo! Hey, hey, come on. Hey. Keep marching. All right, we're going to get ready to jab. Left, right, jab. Left, right, left, right. You're punching straight to the front. Remember, you're hitting somebody in the nose. And right, come on. And left, and right, and left, and right, and left, and right, and left. Now take it across, across, and across. Left across and right across. Left, right, left, and right. Come on, you gotta twist it. Cross, abs are tight. Cross, 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 cross. Stop here, march it out. March, march, march in place. Come on, guys. Woo! Hey. Hold on, keep marching. We're gonna get ready for our kicks next. You guys ready to get that kick in? All right, right, left, kick. Kick right, kick left. Kick right, kick left. Kick right and left. Kick right and left. Kick right, you're kicking front and left. Kick right and left in front of you. Right, left, right, march, march. Girl. Come on, guys. Get ready to kick to the side. Hold on. And 4, 3. Hold on. 2. And 1. Now kick to the left. Kick side. Down. And right. Down. Kick side. Down. And right. Down to your left. Side. Down. Side. And down. Side. And down, we're going to take it straight to the back. Left side, kick back, and down. Kick back, and down. Kick back, and down. Kick back. Keep going. Come on, guys. Kick back, and down. Kick back, and down. Kick back, and down. All right, now take it to the front. Let's kick. Kick right and left. You kick in front and right and left. Use your stomach muscles. Get those legs up. Come on, guys. Woo! Woo. Let's go. Hey. Hold on. 4, 3. Now let's take it back to the jab. Jab front. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. You're jabbing. Hit straight in front of you. Come on. Take it front. Jab. jab, 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 across, take it across, cross, and across, and across, and across, and across, and across, and across. Now kick front, kick front, kick front. I don't care which leg, kick, kick. Come on, guys. To the side, kick side, and down. Other side, kick side, and down. Kick side, and down. Kick side, and down. Woo! All right, we're gonna keep on going. I hope everybody's all right over there. Everybody still breathing? All right, we're gonna keep going. Oh wait, I gotta teach you one more punch. All right. Okay, get those hands up like you have your telephones again. We're gonna learn an uppercut today. An uppercut is intended to hit somebody in the chin. In the chin. So let's go always again with your left hand. So get those telephones up. I want you to twist your body a little bit to the right. Just like 45 degrees to the right. So like towards 1 o'clock. All right, now take your arm, your arms follow. You're gonna take your left arm, your left fist, and it's gonna be facing you now. The palm of your fist is gonna be facing you, and I want you to take and hit straight up to the ceiling. All right? It's like you're going for somebody's chin, so they're kind of out in front of you and up to the ceiling, because you're punching someone in front of you. So straight out to the front and to the ceiling. And don't forget to twist. Let's do that again on the left side. Ready? And upper, 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 and upper. When you throw the punch, you always come back center to your telephone stand. Let's do the right side. Twist to your left, and you're gonna hit straight to the ceiling. I mean, to that, out in front of you, to that chin. Ready? And upper, 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 and upper. So let's do left and right upper. Ready? And upper left, and upper right, upper left, upper right, upper left, upper right, upper left, and upper right. Good job. All right. Hook shot. Gotta learn a hook. A hook comes to the temples. All right. I gotta keep mind of my time. I'm watching it, Ron, I promise. All right, so now you're gonna take your hands on your telephones. All right, get your telephones up. You're making those fists, telephones. All right, now this is gonna be weird, but just follow with me. Now lift your elbows up, shoulder height. You got your 2 telephones, all right? And turn your fist like as if you're holding 2 ice cream cones by your ears. I know that sounds stupid, I know, but just do it. All right, now you're gonna take, and you're gonna, this is just kind of how it should feel, all right? And then you're gonna take your left side of your body and you're gonna twist to the right, all right? And when you twist, your arms are still up, your elbows are still up, and now throw that punch right across your body. So when you twist first, then throw it out. Twist and throw with the elbow up. That's a hook shot. You're going for somebody's temple. Let's do the other side. I know this is where we're not gonna keep both elbows up the whole time. I just want you to get the feeling for it. All right? So now take and twist your right side to the left, twist to the left, and throw it, extend that punch out in front. Good. Again, twist to the left, throw the punch, and come back center. All right, now lower your elbows, and you would do one at a time. We're gonna alternate, so keep your elbows low. Let's do the hook shot on the left side. Elbow up, across, and throw. Come back center. Across and throw, hook shot. Across and come back, across, and it'll be center. Let's do the left side. Elbow up, twist and throw, twist and throw. Come back center. Again, twist and throw, come back center. Twist and throw and come back center. All right, good job. That's it. Let's go ahead and do this with a song. And then that'll be it. All right. We always start out marching in kickboxing. Inhale through your in through your nose and out through your mouth. Inhale through your nose and out through your mouth. All right, let's march it out. Come on. Come on, march it out. March. 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 Come on, guys. If you know it, you can sing it. Come on. All right, let's get ready to throw that first punch in front. Jab, jab, and jab. It's left and right. Come on. Left, right, and left. A little faster. Come on. Left, right, left, right. Come on, keep going. Come on. It's left, right, left, right, left, right. March it out. March, march. Come on. Get up. Yeah, come on, guys. You got this. March it out. We're going to get ready to kick front. 4, 3. All right, let's kick it to the front. Come on, let's kick. Right, left. Get those fists up. You got to still keep your fists up. Punch, punch, punch. I mean, kick. Sorry. Kick, 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 kick. Kick front and left and right. March it out. March, march. All right, we're going to get ready to do that cross punch. Taking it across the body in 4, 3, 2. Take it across. Cross punch is left and right and left and right. Come on, guys. It's left and right. Take it across. Left and right. Left and right and left. Keep going. Come on. And left and right. Take it across that body. You're jabbing across that body. All right, get ready to kick side, kick left side, kick right side, left, right. Come on, kick left, right, left, and right. Keep going, left and right. You're kicking to the side. That foot is facing the floor, left and right and left. Now hook shot, hook left and back, hook right and back, hook left and back. Hook right. Come on, guys. Use your whole body. Left and back and right and back. Left and back and right. March it out. March. March. Come on. All right, guys. Let me cool you down a little bit, Ron, and then we'll be ready for our questions and answers. And I hope you guys enjoy my little set for today. All right, feet are apart. You're standing up nice and tall. Arms come out to the side. Inhale up above your head. And exhale down. Again, inhale, bring those arms out to the side and above your head. And bring it down. We're gonna go roll your right shoulder back. Roll your left shoulder. Come on. It's right and left and right and left. Hold on for 4 and left and 3 and left and 2 and left and 1. Okay, inhale out above the head. Arms come out above the head. Keep them up there, keep them up there. You're gonna reach right side, reach left side. You're reaching to the ceiling. Reach. So you're leaning over and reach. Keep those arms up in the air. 3, side to side. 2, reaching to the ceiling. 1, okay, come center, bring it all the way down. Take those arms out to the side, make circles. Let's make circles with the arms out. 4, 3, 2, reverse it, come on. For 4, 3, 2, and 1, front, go front. 4, 3, 2, last time, go back and we're done. Come on, 4, with these arms. 3, 2, good. Bring those arms down. All right, we're gonna march it out and march, nice and slow. Nice and slow, take it easy. All right, keep your feet apart, slow it, no more marching. Now sit down, stand up, it's a squat. Sit and stand, and sit and stand, and sit. Don't go too deep, the exercise is over, we're cooling down. Sit, stand, sit. All right, stay all the way down, stay in that sit. Put your hands on your thighs and roll that spine up nice and slow. Inhale and exhale. Spread those legs wide, and you're gonna lean over to one side and keep the other leg straight. Keeping that one you're leaning over is bent. Come and take it to the other side. You're straightening out that other leg and keeping this one you're leaning into bent. Sitting back, making sure your knees are not too far forward. Hold on, guys. All right, come center, sit all the way down, and roll it up, all the way up to the top. Inhale up, arms above your head, and exhale, and down. We are finished with our little workout. Okay. Is everybody still alive? Are y'all still there? And you can unmute anytime you want. Make sure you're drinking water, guys. You want to stay hydrated.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dawn,
You're
for
very welcome.
doing the workout. I'm Terrence. I'm one of the co-hosts.
Hey, Terrence, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. If we have any questions, y'all can go ahead and raise your hands or put them in the chat. Once
Terrence,
again,
did
to
you
raise
do the
your
workout?
hand. Huh?
Did you do the workout, Terrence?
Nah, I thought I was gonna have to handle host duties.
Sure.
And I'm a little lazy, if I'm being honest.
Don,
we did it all.
Hey, Don, it's
Yes.
Ron.
Hi, Ron.
We had a question. What do you do with your arms when we're marching?
Oh, sure. Good question. So when you're marching, you can just let them go freely, or you can pump them side to side. And what that would look like is sort of how when you're maybe running, how you bend your arms when you're getting ready to run. It's the same kind of a concept when you're marching. The arms, when you're marching, aren't as important to me, so I don't give a lot of instruction with them, but you know, you can just move freely with them. But usually you will want to bend them as if you were running, and when you lift one knee, one arm comes front, and then vice versa. So they alternate front and back, swinging.
Okay.
And we have a hand raised.
All right.
Dinah, forgive me if I mispronounced that, but go
Dina.
ahead.
It's Dina.
Yeah, hey, can you hear
Hi,
me?
Dina, how are you?
Oh, great. Dawn, that was so great. I have a couple of quick questions. Do you have a list of those moves? Because I tend to forget when I'm, doing a workout until I get until I do it enough to remember.
I do not have a list, but because I teach it so often, people get accustomed to it. I try to keep things pretty similar, especially when it comes to like kickboxing and that. The moves are pretty much the same, and then we also do pro boxing. So many of the programs are similar, that we use a similar movement, so you get accustomed to doing it. But that's a good idea. I could actually consider doing that because they are pretty much the same. For when you're doing boxing type stuff.
Yeah.
And
have you put anything up on YouTube or anything like that?
Yes, we have videos not on YouTube. We have video on demand at our website. for
Okay.
people to be able to get there. And that's another thing, because we offer the videos on demand, people can watch them as much as they want to, all the different class programs. So they're able to get comfortable and get used to the different movements also from the on-demand video, which is is available at our website.
Okay. And how long of a, like, was this like a 10-minute workout, or how long would you suggest, and maybe it can depend on age and ability, but how long would you suggest doing a kickboxing workout?
So any kind of, it's not necessarily kickboxing itself, but cardio, which kickboxing is a cardio workout. So together you should be doing about 150 minutes of exercise a week. That could be 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, however you want to do it. But generally you'll be wanting to do 150 minutes of exercise a day, and you should mix that up. So you should maybe have more of the cardio, depending on what your goals are. You'll do however much more of it into like the 60% of cardio and maybe 40% of strength training. I would say that kind of a thing. And so that's what we offer at Angel Eyes. And all of our classes are free too. So yeah, that is how the dynamic, I would tend to say it should be. But no more than an hour that's plenty of a cardio, you know. But again, the rule of thumb is 150 minutes per week.
And what's the name of your organization again?
Angel Eyes Fitness and Nutrition.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for the questions.
And you have another hand raised, Lady D.
Okay, go right ahead.
So, go ahead.
Uh-oh. Okay. I enjoyed the class.
Good.
I really did. Because I like working out, though. The ladies just got off the phone, answered the question. I wonder, where can I find the site?
Oh, okay, yeah. Angel Eyes Fitness and Nutrition.org. We do the classes every Saturday at noon Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, right on time.
And they're free on Zoom.
Woohoo!
And we do have dance fitness too, so.
Yeah.
And if you notice, she said Eastern time because, Dawn, you're joining us from where? Atlanta?
Yes, I'm in the Atlanta area in a town called Covington, Georgia.
Excellent. Thank you for joining us today. And again, thank you for donating the door prize. And would you like to describe the door prize?
Sure. So I donated it's a $200 offer of the nutritional counseling. I'm also a nutritionist. And so I specialize in eating for your blood type. And so I donated a nutrition plan, a meal plan that's surrounded around, it's customized because it's based upon what your goals are, and it's surrounded around eating for your blood type, and it also comes with a consultation.
Okay, and we had 57 registrations aside from the Haven folks and our presenters here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this was a great.
Congratulations, that's awesome.
Great turnout, great interest, and I want to say it was a fabulous workshop by the three of you. Thank y'all. And I'm going to use this modern technology and pick a random number. So pick a random number between 2 and 57. A random number between 2 and 57 is 17. So 17. So let me go to the top and Nicole Findley is number 17 on the list. So Nicole, are you still here? So is Nicole still here?
Yep, Nicole is here.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and unmute her.
So congratulations, Nicole. I will put you in touch with Dawn by email, and you will get with her to talk this through.
Yes, I'm excited. It's a 1-hour consultation, so we'll get you healthier than you already are.
I know Nicole. She's in my support group. We're good friends. She was in our blind martial arts class here in Kingwood. So I'm sure she's worked out pretty well with you here, Dawn.
Cool beans. I'm excited. I look forward to it, Nicole.
Well, again, I thank everybody. Do we have any more questions for Dawn or for Tanya or Britt before we wrap up with our announcement of our next workshop? Tracy?
I'll go ahead and unmute all three.
All right.
In just a second.
So.
Not sure.
Hey.
All right. Thanks for having me. Dawn, that was awesome.
Thank you. I caught the tail end of your nutrition as well. I agree with you 1000%. Excellent. I actually looked you up on Facebook.
Oh yeah, send me a friend request, girl.
Okay, Tracy has a question. Let's see who Tracy's question is for. Go ahead, Tracy.
Okay. Hi. I'd like to thank everybody for running the workshop. I'm not sure how I got on the list, but I'm really glad I joined. I'm in Canada, and it was great.
Tracy, are you with the Canadian Council of the Blind with Chris?
Yeah, that's probably how I got it.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you for joining us. We're international here. Thank you.
And Dawn, I may look up your video. And because I really think you're fun and you make the workout having a good time. So thank you so much.
You're very welcome. If it's not fun, who wants to do it, right?
That's true.
I don't want to do it. So let's have fun, effective, and safe fitness is what I'm all about. So yes, have a good time.
Dawn, we had a question on chat. Your classes are on Zoom?
Yes, the classes are available on Zoom. They
are. And the follow-up question about posting the site, we can, but I'm going to follow up with an email that has the contact information for all three speakers. I sent it out yesterday, but it will be included in today's as well. That will include their website, Facebook page, email, contact. So, be in touch with them. They're professionals. This is what they do. I think y'all all got a good taste of who they are.
Thank you guys so much for having me. It was an honor. I had a good time with you guys.
Yes, thank you guys.
Thank you. We really appreciate having you. Thank you, Dina, it's in the chat box that Dina just put it up there for us.
Thank you, Dina.
And Dina's asking, what is the cost, Dawn?
There is no cost. We are a nonprofit. It is complimentary for you to attend a class. It is free. We do, however, have a contract with Silver Sneakers. So if you have silver sneakers, that blesses the organization. Come exercise. You have no excuse.
No excuse. The price is right. Come on down.
Exactly. It is complimentary. You can't get rid of that.
Thank y'all. And in 2 weeks, gosh, if Terrence help me out, 2 weeks, what's the date on that Saturday? It'll be August something. The second Saturday in August.
It'll be the 8th.
The 8th will be our next workshop, and we are going to be focusing on recreational gaming, online gaming. That's accessible for the blind. And we're focusing on Quentin C's Playroom and RS Games. So if you have an account, be ready. That's what we're going to be talking about. And if you're not familiar with them, look those up. You need to get an account on there and be ready to play, because part of that is going to be interactive gaming. So that's Quentin C's Playroom or RS Games. You can Google those. All right. Well, Terrence, you have anything else to share?
No, I don't have anything else to share. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out and those that participated. Hope you got a good workout and some good information. And we'll see you guys next time.
All right. We're looking forward to it. Thank you all for being here, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. And thanks again to our presenters. This was awesome. All right.